We have another little mini liquor bottle template. This is for the tequila bottle, and I also have the little top tape piece. I'm going to show you how to edit my template to make both pieces for this bottle. So if you don't have the template, head on over to thecraftprintshop.com. Get yours now. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into today's tutorial.
Now that you purchase your template and you click the link, you will arrive here. You're going to select use template for new design, and it'll bring you into Canva. And I have 3 pages here, and I'll explain all 3 of them to you soon. But first, your first step, I want you to go to the left right here and select File. You're going to click or double click to highlight the entire name. Type in the name you'd like this file to be saved as in your Canva account, and then press enter. So now you have the name that your file is going to be saved in, and I'm going to show you. So for this sheet, you have all of the labels, 20 of them per sheet, 8.5 by 11. You can just print this on sticker paper. Down here, I have just one, and I'm going to show you why that's there and how you edit it. And then at the bottom, we have the little sticker that goes across the top of the label. So let's go back to the top. Now, each one of these are grouped together, the squared with all the words. You're going to select the one you want to edit and click ungroup. Now you can click on each individual word. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. You can change these to anything you want. So these right here are just the words that match what's on the actual liquor label. You can change it to whatever you want. Put the date, write date there, whatever you want to do. Change it up, the number, and just make everything match the event that you're planning. So right here, it doesn't have to say bridal shower. You could change it to someone's name. You could change it to the event, whether it's happy birthday in the person's name. Right here, the script, you can also change to names, or if you want to just put happy birthday, whatever you want this to look like, you just select everything. Everything here can be edited. Now this right here, the logo, you can also edit this. You're going to select right here, the color at the top, and then you can change it to whatever color that you need it to be. So the text as well, I don't think anybody's going to want to change it unless you want the colors to be changed. But each one of these texts can be changed as well. So you just select the text, then up here you'll see the letter and the color. Select it and then change it to whatever color you like. So if you don't see the color that you want here, you can click this plus sign and then just go across, find the color you want and change it, right? And that's it. So you can go in and you can change all of them here. I'm just going to go back to the original colors. And so if you feel like that will be too much work to go in and change each one, then you're going to go down to this first sheet here. You're going to ungroup it, change everything that you need, highlight it back, and then group right here, right? And then you can just go in, hit this little plus, and just multiply it each time instead of filling everything out, and just fit it to the sheet how you want it, right? Also, now that is if you plan on printing these out on the sticker paper and cutting it by hand with the scissors. If you want to upload this and just have it cut with one of your cutting machines, whether it's a Cricut, Silhouette, Juliet, Brothers, whichever one, right? So you're going to edit this one and then you're going to leave it blank. I'm going to show you how to save this and then upload it to your machine. Then right here, it's the same thing for this little sticker label. Just remember, don't move anything around. Leave the sizes that are here. These are sized to match the bottle exactly. So once you print it, it's the size that you need. So for this one, you could click ungroup. You could change these words to whatever you want. Just double click and type it in. Also too, if you want to change the font, you can do that too. Go to the fonts up here and you select what Canva has to offer on the left. Just remember that if it has this little crown right here, that means it's part of Canva Pro, and you'd have to pay for Canva Pro, which is a monthly subscription. I believe it's about $12.99 per month in order to use these. If it does not, like these, you can use them. But everything here is part of the free Canva account. Again, you can change that too. Also, if you wanted to, you could go in and change the line color as well. So when you're done with these, you're going to highlight all of it. You're going to group it back. If you plan on cutting these with your hand, you do the same thing. Just keep doing duplicate. Once you line it up here, Canva's going to follow the style that you have it. So when we select this, hold on, it's the entire thing, and you duplicate, line it up, hold on because I moved it, then go like this, see, and then it'll just, but you want to pull it closer so you have more space. But if you don't want to do all that, just like the one above, I'm going to delete all of these. We're going to save these so we can upload them into your cutting machine and use them that way. And I also want to show you, I'm going to zoom back in. If you wanted to add pictures or images, you can do that too. So you can go, this one is still ungrouped, right? So you're going to go right here, go to uploads, and you can upload the image that you want to use. I'm going to choose a random picture of myself. I'm going to make that smaller. Let's bring that in. You're going to go right here to, it says BG, that's for background remover. There's a crown next to it because you have to use Canva Pro. You have to have Canva Pro in order to use this option. So you're going to click background remover. It removes the background. You can size it to however you want it to be. So we're going to move, click on that and click delete. And then you can put your image here if you wanted to. Or if you don't want a picture, like you have a specific theme, let's say disco kind of theme. Let's go into, you can just choose one of these here and just add it. I don't like that one, hold on. I like this realistic kind of looking one. Let's make it smaller. There you go. And then you can have it just match your theme if you want, right? I'm going to go back to the original. All right. And that's how you edit all of these. I'm going to take these down. So now there's two ways to save. If you plan on cutting by hand, you multiplied all of the ones that you need. You're going to go to share. You're going to click on download. You're going to select the file type as PDF print. You're going to flatten your PDF. Then you're going to download. Now go to select pages. I'm only going to select page 1 because that's the one I have multiples on. So I'm going to save it. Right? Now, if you plan on uploading these to the machine, you're going to leave just one copy on here and one copy on the third page as well. You're going to go to share. You're going to download. You're going to turn this into a PNG. Then you're going to select transparent background. And I'm going to save, that's page 2 and page 3, and we're going to download. So now we have the PDF open that we're going to cut by hand. I'm using the Epson EcoTank 16600. You can honestly use whatever printer that you have. Just make sure you're using a quality paper. I'll have the supplies linked of the paper that I'm using. And if you've already made your purchase, you'll see that there's a supplied list there with clickable links for you to purchase. So I'm going to go to File, Print. I already have my 16600 selected. You're going to click on Media and Quality. We're going to select the rear tray because I'm feeding the paper in the back. I'm using photo glossy paper. The quality is on best. Then I'm going to print that, and then we're going to cut by hand and assemble. Actually, no. At this point, I realized that it actually made no sense for me to print an entire sheet of paper, but I'm not going to need all of them. So I went back into Canva and just put two of each label on a sheet and then printed it so I don't waste any ink. Okay, so now I'm in design space. I'm going to go to upload over here on the left. I'm going to click on upload images, browse, and I'm going to find those two files. We have to upload them one at a time. So you see we have them here. I believe this is the correct one. I'm going to select the first one and open. We're going to go to continue. Right here, we don't have to change anything. We're going to click on apply and continue. You're going to select flat graphic, continue. Right here, you're going to save it to whatever name you want it to be saved as right here. And then we're going to select upload. And now we have this in design space. You're going to go up top to the width right here. You're going to select 2 inches for the width and press enter and leave it at that size. We're going to go back to upload, select upload images, browse. We're going to take that label that we also saved, open. We're going to press continue. Nothing needs to be changed or removed, so we're going to select apply and continue. Flat graphic, continue. Name it whatever you want that file to be named in design space. Click on upload. And now we have our label here. So I want you to go to the top where I have size. You're going to unlock the size. You're going to change the width to 3.6 inches. And then you're going to change the height to 0.5 inches. Lock it back. And we have our labels that we want. You're going to select save. And you're going to save it to whatever name you want it to be saved in design space. Click on save. This is going to be a saved project. When you were naming the items, those are just saved uploads, right? Then we're going to, you go here and select the machine that you're going to be using. Click on make. I'm going to do 2 copies. Click on apply. Now the 2 copies are there. At the bottom right, click on continue. It's just looking for the machine here. In the meantime, we're going to send to print. Now, when you're here, when you're printing, you want to always select use system dialog box. So we're going to open that up, select print. And this is the system dialog box just with all the settings. So now we go to media and quality and send it to the tray that we're using, which is the rear tray. Photo glossy paper, quality set at best, and then you're going to print. This is just telling you how it's going to look. You're going to select done. Then right here, I'm using printable waterproof sticker set white. I have it saved as a favorite, so it will always be here to be used. We're going to send it to cut on the machine, and then we'll just assemble.
So this is the printout for the Cricut. You're going to lay it in the mat. And just put it to cut. The straight printout just on the stick of paper, you can just cut yourself either with a scissors or a paper trimmer. Okay, so now we have the cutouts from the Cricut, and look at how smooth they cut. Honestly, I would take this option over cutting it myself because it's simple and easy. So I'm going to remove the sticker from the backing, and for the first bottle, I'm just going to lay it directly over the original label that's there. And for the second one, I'm going to peel it off a little bit. There was some residue left on it. If you want to get it perfect, you can. But I left it there and you still didn't see it when I laid the label on top of it. So I put the label over. So you see that little bit that was left back. You can't even really see it.
So it's not that bad. But on the first one, you could see a little bit of the wording on the bottom of that, but not in a bad way. So either or, any way would actually be perfect. It's not that bad. And for the top label, peel the backing off, and where that little teal colored logo is, that'll be the center, and just press down the sides. I would say take your time because look, I got it a little bit slanted, but that's really not that important. It came out pretty good. And this is so cute. I love it. I love it. So if you haven't gotten your template, head on over to thecraftprintshop.com. Get yours now. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe.